Deep Singh forces at his disposal, and if we have that, it's equally. Just 4 coming off the Arshdeep Singh over, 115 for 4.
राशि की स्कूल फीस, घर का किराया, इतनी जिम्मेदारियां हैं सर पे। तुम तो टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस लिए बिना ही चलेगा।
पॉलिसी बाजार पे 1 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 470 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
Face of SUVs is made to match your stride, presenting Fronx, the shape of new.
It's the finest Japanese craftsmanship comes with gold.
Samar Vikrama versus Akshar Patel, 2 runs in 19 balls. Sometimes this is what happens in a bilateral series. Get stuck in against the bowler. Sometimes it's hard to face up to them every single time.
6 failures inside the circle here for Akshar Patel. That's the kind of attacking mindset we're talking about. That's where, as a captain, Rohit Sharma specializes. Wants to exert pressure on the batters. As I said, it's not easy to pick Akshar Patel. Same kind of seam position, one that comes straight through. Ball delivery turns square almost. And more so on tracks like these.
And for the right-handed batter, most of them have used the technique of playing on the front foot. Appeal from Akshar Patel. He was definitely missing leg. Here he opts to play off the back foot. Goes back an awful lot. This was fuller. This might be an opportunity for Akshar Patel.
Quite a dangerous ploy here by the right-hand batter. Really goes back. This one pitched up. So whatever I could figure out from here, it's not easy on a triangle like this to set yourself up against Akshar Patel for a big shot. And I think a much better option is just look to rotate the strike, maybe pick him 3 to 4 runs per over.
Nice bowling and done the 3 runs per over at the moment. 1 for 22 in his 8th over. And he's coming around the wicket because he knows Charit Lanka loves to sweep. And with around the wicket, there is an opportunity for him to pitch the ball on the stumps in case he misses out. To be hitting the pads. Maybe a bit of bat there. Runs away. Gets a boundary. First boundary after 40 balls for Sri Lanka. The end of 29, it's 122 for...
The taste of success.
Hello,
Digit?
वो नारियल बूम तो कोकोनट से विंडशील्ड डैमेज आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है। बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो, क्लेम सबमिट। दैट्स इट। वीडियो अपलोड करो और क्लेम सबमिट करो। दैट्स इट। दैट्स डिजिट।
Self to a boundary of Akshar Patel. He's really tried to get stuck in there. Tough phase of the game to play out as Arshdeep Singh continues.
Akshar Patel in the previous over, last delivery from him. One has seldom seen this kind of a delivery from Akshar Patel down the leg side. Clips this one on the one side. Gets a boundary. Was there an edge? The umpire got it wrong. Should have been given 5s on top of that, one more wide, which means 5 runs there. But instead, the captain gets only a boundary. Yes, he's asking for a wide, an extra delivery also.
Just the gully in position before this delivery and just evades Rohit Sharma, who positioned himself there.
Yeah, he got himself in the right position here. Rohit Sharma just eludes this. Way out, way away from him on the left-hand side. Rohit Sharma standing at widest gully. To read the game, Abhinav, isn't it? 124 for 4. Both these batters will be looking at the bowling options. Now, Akshat Patel has got 2 overs left. So, ideally, they would like to play him out and then look to attack the other bowlers. I think that's where Sri Lanka, as a skipper at the crease, would be beneficial.
To take a few chances. Again, fresh to the crease, looking to play a few cover drives. And that's what I'm talking about. Kamindu Mentis to come. Dunit Velalage, a good innings in the previous game. Akila Dhananjaya hung around. They bat deep, which is something that Rohit Sharma and India will be wary of. Which could probably be one of the reasons that he's held back Kuldeep Yadav. 4 more overs of Washington Sundar left. This partnership's doing nicely, just rotating the strike around.
The depth in Sri Lanka's batting helped them in the first game. Lower middle order, they came out and batted so well in the end. Dunit, the left-hander. Lianage also offered a very good partnership along with Dunit. Scored 20 in the first game. That kind of muscle in the lower middle order that actually helped Sri Lanka to post that score of 230.
A big blow in terms of Wanindu Hasaranga not playing this game, out injured. Nicely done. Attempted Yorker from Arshdeep Singh, just punched down the ground with ease by the Sri Lankan skipper. Boundary to end the over. 129 for.
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
The taste of success.
In again. Rohit Sharma ringing in the changes. Bringing on Washington Sundar.
Such a flawless shot from Sri Lanka. He had to wait to play that straight drive. He waited for the ball to come in, which did tail in to some extent. But the head position was perfect there. Superb timing also. Yeah, it did come in. His bat also, the impact so wonderful here.
Yoffie back. Loves doing this lane again. Goes off the back foot. This is the advantage of the left-right combination. Washington Sundar predominantly brought on to try and get rid of Charit Asalanka, but it works well for Lianage, who's just fresh into the crease.
The right-hand batters against Washington have employed this conventional sweep shot to good effect. I think the key is to pick the right line and the right length to play the sweep shot. Still, Rohit Sharma has slipped. 2 fielders inside the circle on the offside.
Good to see still keeping 6 fielders inside inside the circle for the left-hander. Slip in position.
Lanka has done well. Initially, when he came on to bat, he did struggle. Was not able to pick Kuldeep Yadav well. But since then, he has been able to understand the pace of the wicket. He's managed to play some shots as well as rotate the strike.
Probably stopped because Lianage wanted to attempt the paddle sweep. He's been good this series. He had a good tour of Zimbabwe as well. Didn't play too much of the IPL, just played a handful of games. Went back to Tamil Nadu. He's worked with Sridhar and Sriram, former India batter. Did a few sessions with him. Washington Sundar really credits him for the change after that, because he's come player of the series in Zimbabwe, had a last good game in Sri Lanka. About Candy.
Also, I think in this transition phase for Indian cricket, Washi Sundar comes in very handy with kind of skills he brings to the table.
Sri Lanka won the last 10, 48 for 1. 2 sessions in Sri Lanka. 1 to India. Nicely done. 3 of that over, 1-3-2 for 4.
Can I take a leave tomorrow?
Okay, Rahul.
राहुल तेरा अप्रेजल कल सुबह 10 बजे
तो पोकर खेलता है क्या?
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है. पोकर बाजी डाउनलोड नाउ.
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.
It's the finest Japanese craftsmanship.
Lanka, the skipper, looking to lead from the front. It's not easy, 25 of 34. Like the way Lianage is looking to play the spinners, looking to play them off the back foot. Still so much for Sri Lanka to do here, Scotty. 19 overs left. Need some runs on the board to try and use their spinners, unleash their spinners against the Indian batters.
The spinners have been toughest to get away, haven't they? So that will be an advantage for Sri Lanka in the second innings. So it's all about what score do they need. I think anything around that 230, and we know the average score here is 234. So a number around that, I think, will bring them into the game nicely. The question will always be getting off to that good start that India did. Run chase in the first ODI. If they get some wickets early, Sri Lanka, it's well and truly game on.
That's well bowled. That's a good angle to bowl from round the wicket. Looking to bring it back into the right-hander.
It's been expensive, hasn't he, so far? When you consider the scoring rate, that is perfect. The question then becomes, how does Sri Lanka get to 230? You can always look at a score. Had that one big partnership of 74, one more partnership, 2 players taking responsibility to bat considerable time, allow them to play with some freedom at the end.
Get across a lot, Lianage, facing the left armour. So important that he keeps his head still. It's a time that he's falls over just a little bit. That's the partnership we're talking about. That was built with a lot of hard work after a wicket lost of the very first delivery. It's that kind of a surface because you've got to be really working hard for your runs.
Yeah, the problem was they lost Vishka and Kusal Mendes within 5 runs. So we had 2 new batsmen on 0. They took a bit of time to get going again. I think it just shows how tough it is to start your innings. Then had Sedera take 11 deliveries to get off the mark. Now you've got Leonage 8 of 20. That's why it's a real discipline thing on wickets like this. You can't just stand and hit through the line, play your shots, play aggressively. You've got to work hard for every single run. Especially against a bowling lineup like this one for India, who are disciplined. By and large, they bowl good lines and lengths. You have to match them, outlast them.
That's what he does so well. Just works the ball into gaps, works it off his off stump. Looks to play off back foot, looks to work those angles.
Perfect start for India, having lost the toss and had to bowl first. Nice outswinger, very first delivery, the key man, the Sanka. Soft dismissal for Avishka to that 74-run partnership. So Mendes, the second set batsman, once again a little loose. The soft dismissal, that's the discipline I'm trying to talk about. It's almost like old school one-day cricket, isn't it, from 15 years ago, where it's your manipulation of the ball into gaps, take your ones and twos, put the bat ball away.
Come over the wicket on the pads. It's a single. 135 to 4.
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
Taste of success.
Lanka's target would be to try and bat deep. It's important that they get to maybe the last 7 or 8 overs if they can. That should be the plan.
He break the bowlers down too. 3 spinners. You'd imagine that all bowl out. So that's 30 overs. Shah's bowled 8 of his 10 already. This is Washington Sunder's 8th. Gullick's the one spinner who has 6 left. So the spinners have got 30 overs. They've already bowled 20 of those after this, which is good for Sri Lanka. So the seamers have looked easier to score from. And they've, when you include Shivam Dubey, they've bowled 13. I think with the batting to come, that's where Sri Lanka can get through to that 230.
I'm sure the point you make will be certainly at the top of their mind. They'll be wondering, this is another look. The 4 round, swinging to the gloves, yeah, they'll be concerned and they'll be mindful of what the spinners will bowl and what they have before them once the 30 overs are done. The seam bowlers, by comparison, I'm not in any way saying it was easy, but by comparison, they managed to get more runs than them.
I also expect Indian seamers to bowl better at death. Tactically or strategically, they weren't that smart to Willalagat in the last game. He's square of the wicket player. And they kept bowling short at him, which just feeds that strong zone that he has. Doesn't have a lot of power down the ground, so the fuller delivery was the way to attack him. The level of analysts and people behind the scenes working things out, you would imagine they'll make that adjustment.
Slip in for the left-hander. That's better. But still, I feel that Washington Sundar is bowling a little bit too quickly for this surface. He's bowling in the mid-90s, the low 90s. We haven't seen him slowing it down. A little slower, a little wider. So he can use the drive from Sri Lanka outside off stump. Rohit Sharma is still there at slip. A mistake. One run off the over. 33 done, 136 for 4, and it's 9 for
Japanese craftsmanship.
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
मिस्टर विकास की फाइल आप पॉलिसी बता। मैम आपका हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया। अब आप सर को घर ले जा सकती हैं।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार। पॉलिसी बाजार 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
Sir, I'm here for the 2:30 pitch. You have beaten me reach 0, but that's just a few seconds. Clock's running out. हाँ? तो सर बचपन से शुरू करें।
तू पोकर खेलता है क्या?
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है। पोकर बाजी डाउनलोड नाउ।
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.
हेलो डिजिट वो नारियल तो कोकोनट से विंडशील्ड डैमेज आपके एरिया में तो कॉमन है। बस वीडियो अपलोड कर दो, क्लेम सबमिट।
वीडियो अपलोड करो और क्लेम सबमिट करो। That's it. That's digit.
इतनी सी सैलरी में घर की EMI कैसे भरूंगी? काश तुमने जाने से पहले टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस लिया होता।
पॉलिसी बाजार पे 1 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 470 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
Things going at little over 4 runs and over. At the current rate, 4.12 to 206. Washington Sundar. He's got 2 for 29 in 8 overs.
He's bowled well, hasn't he? Those 2 wickets and 2 balls to bring India back into the contest. This was the first of them. Closing the face a little earlier. Sri Lanka. Very next delivery he bowled. criticise Kusal Mendes for that sweep shot. Shot he's played a lot, one he's played well today before that dismissal. Those are the bowling options, and that's what Rohit Sharma will have to work out. Akshar and Washington have bowled already 16 of their 20 overs between them. Where does he turn now? That's the difference. I need the three frontline spinners. He tried Shubman Gill in the last game, didn't he? And it didn't really work. Maybe he himself will get an over.
They've tempted to try and bowl more spin because they've seen us responding well to spinners.
भाई और तो क्या है
Shubman Gill was
तेरे
a
को क्या
great
दिख रहा है
decision as far as Rohit Sharma was concerned. It was a great experiment because he went for some runs. He released the pressure somewhat. And I must say that the Indian spinners have been brilliant. To see with a decent pace on the surface, got a lot of turn as well.
That's where a top six batsman who can bowl is so valuable. That was what was so impressive about Lanka in the last game. Just provided more options because he's a genuine batsman who can give you 10 overs on a pitch. That is helping like this one. Think about the Indian top order. Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, K. Rahul. No bowlers in the top five. And you've got Dubey. He's given you 2 overs. In the perfect world, he would be a spinner in these conditions. I think that's what made someone like Sanath Jayasuriya, the interim coach, so valuable for Sri Lanka, is he could get through those 10 overs for you, and of course was a champion batsman.
Well bowled. Look to play him off the back foot. This is clever bowling.
That is the one that spins in the other direction, playing it off the pitch. Just shows how slow this wicket is as well.
Oh no. That is a very soft dismissal. Kuldeep Yadav strikes. Johnny Priyanage was tormented with those spin and eventually just backs it back.
India keep taking wickets, making sure Sri Lanka have to start again. Look to go with the spin down the ground. Flick of the wrist, no timing. That's an outstanding catch from Kuldeep Yadav. Virat Kohli celebrates. They've got half the side, have India now. Priyanage, the man dismissed for 12. 136 for 5.
It's the finest Japanese craftsmanship.
विकास की फाइल आप पॉलिसी बाजार मैम आपका हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया है अब आप सर को घर ले जा सकती हैं
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार पॉलिसी बाजार 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू
कैन आई टेक अ लीव टुमारो
ओके राहुल तेरा अप्रेजल कल सुबह 10 बजे
तो पोकर खेलता है क्या
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है पोकरबाज डाउनलोड नाउ
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.
The sweep shots, the square shots, but he's got a slip and a leg slip.
I just wondered whether Rohit Sharma would have to bring Washington Sundar out of the attack. 2 left-handers at the crease now. Maybe he will continue and bowl him out. Such a fantastic innings, wasn't it, in the first ODI, responsible for Sri Lanka getting through to that score to defend.
136 for 5.
काशी की स्कूल फीस घर का किराया कितनी जिम्मेदारियां हैं सर पे तुम तो टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस लिए भी नहीं चलेगा
पॉलिसी बाजार पे 1 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 470 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो
सर आप बहुत लकी हैं कि आपके बेटे ने हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और बाकी सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज टाइम से पूरी कर दी है।
मेरा बेटा
तो फिर आप
पॉलिसी बाजार।
क्लेम के टाइम पे हमेशा आपकी हेल्प को तैयार। पॉलिसी बाजार 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
136 for 5. For 5, the last 3 overs, 4 runs and a wicket. Rohit Sharma, I believe, has gone off the field. And this is that wicket again. Just half-hearted. The previous delivery was the wrong one. He played it late, played on the back foot. This time he looked to hit it with whatever turn it had. Very good catch of his own bowling.
Really has come back strongly, hasn't he, Kuldeep Yadav? In his career, he had a couple of bad IPLs, found himself just dropping down the pecking order. In the last, say, 2 or 3 seasons, he's been absolutely fantastic in all cricket.
I think he's formed such an important part even in the shortest format, in the T20 format. He's been brilliant, especially wrist spin. Have been champions, match winners. And I believe Kuldeep Yadav has, in that sense, been simply outstanding for India. And he's just carrying on here. Good surface to bowl on. Understands how to bowl on this surface. We've spoken about the pacey bowls. Just take a look at what happened here. Look how he plays off the back foot. Allows him the time to get on the back foot. And then immediate response. Four dot balls in the over, which means the last 12 balls, there hasn't been a run in Sri Lanka. So that's how much the Indian spinners have tightened them down. Oh, that time. Again, a simple chance. Sri Lanka looking to run it down. There was a bit of bounce and turn. And once more, Sri Lanka losing wickets close to each other. 136, 136.
What makes it worse, it's again both set batsmen. Sri Lanka now have 2 batsmen who are on 0. It's a tame dismissal once again. You're quite right, a little bit of extra bounce, which made it difficult to keep the ball down. Captain, he threatened, just 25 for him, 136 for 6.
Sir, I'm here for the 2:30 pitch.
You have beaten me reach 0.
But that's just a few seconds.
Clock's running out. हाँ?
तो सर बचपन से शुरू करें।
तू पोकर खेलता है क्या?
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है। पोकरबाजी डाउनलोड नाउ।
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
इतनी सी सैलरी में घर की ईएमआई कैसे भरूंगी? काश तुमने जाने से पहले टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस लिया होता।
पॉलिसी बाजार पे 1 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 470 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर कितना होना चाहिए?
आपका लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर आपके एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना होना चाहिए। बजाज आलियांज लाइफ के 10x टर्म प्लान। जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कवर हो एनुअल इनकम का 10 गुना तो समझो हो गया।
Now almost 2 slips. The left hand bowling, but right arm off spinner bowling. 2 left-handers again, and 2 new batters yet again. This has been Sri Lanka's problem. 136 for 6.
Can I take a leave tomorrow? Okay, Rahul. राहुल तेरा अप्रेजल कल सुबह 10 बजे।
तू पोकर खेलता है क्या?
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है। पोकरबाजी डाउनलोड नाउ।
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly. It's the finest Japanese craftsmanship.
इतनी सी सैलरी में घर की ईएमआई कैसे भरूंगी? काश तुमने जाने से पहले टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस लिया होता।
पॉलिसी बाजार पे 1 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 470 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
This stage of the first ODI, where Sri Lanka, late middle order and tail, had to do a rescue job. It was Walalage and Hasalanga, and then Walalage and Dhananjaya put on 82 runs in those two partnerships at this same stage. 142 for 6. Sri Lanka were in the first ODI. 136 for 6 here this afternoon. It's guided it to knee with a top edge. Simple catch for Akshar Patel.
Speak of the bounce, there's some turn. Just got stuck in the pitch, bowled a little bit slower. There seemed to be a pattern in the Sri Lankan innings. They lost two set batters on 74 and 79 and then the struggle. Then again on 136 you lose your set batters close to each other almost immediately. And that doesn't help the batters following. Oh, that's gone. That should run away to the boundary. These are welcome runs, Sri Lanka. Will it be wide? In fact, they are leg byes.